Hi, I am Lakshman Lonkar, lecturer in Electronics Department from Government Polytechnic, Washington. So, in last lecture, we saw the outcomes, project outcomes and course outcomes. So, now we'll see the unit outcomes. What is the outcome of this unit? What student will be able to learn, or student will be able to explain. So, this is the first objective. Student will be able to explain with sketch working of given type of control systems. This is 1.1. This is control, basic of control system block diagram. So, if you after learning of this block diagram of and practical examples of this control system, so you will be able to explain and you will be able to draw the sketch of control systems and working of the control system. So second objective is compare the given control system based on given parameter. Means there are some types of control system like open loop, closed loop, linear, non-linear. So these are the some types of control systems on which based on parameter you should have to compare these control systems. Like suppose feedback is a parameter, so you should have to compare whether it is present in open loop and whether it is present in closed loop. You will learn in detail when you will start the first chapter. So the second unit outcome is derive the transfer function of the given electrical circuit. Means this is 1.3 transfer function. Here there are three electrical circuit in the syllabus: RC, LC and RLC. So from when you learn this transfer function, so you should have to derive, or you will be able to learn how to derive the transfer function of this electrical circuit. You can take an example for the practice. You can take another example also, like RL circuit. RL circuit is not given here, but you can take an example of RL or any kind of electrical circuit for better practice, or how to calculate. Then you will be able to or you can calculate transfer function of this electrical circuit. So what is the 4 outcome? That is 4 unit outcome is use of block diagram reduction rule to determine optimized transfer function of the given system. Means see here, block diagram reduction techniques, that means need and reduction rule. Here are the 2 topics. What is the need of this block diagram reduction techniques, and what are the different rules of that block diagram reduction techniques. So this is also important topic, because in examination in examination for 4 mark or 8 mark, 1 or 2 question almost in examination. So what are the need and what is the reduction rules? Means why it is required in you, what is the need of this block diagram reduction rules? Means actually many blocks you can reduce in one single block, and you can calculate the transfer function of that block diagram or of that control systems. So these are the 4 unit outcomes of 4th chapter. Then we'll going forward second chapter is time domain stability analysis. So these are the 4 again unit outcome of this second chapter. See, compare and parameter of given standard test signal. So this is 2.1. There are 2.2 you can take also. There are 4 standard test signal, like step, ramp, parabolic and impulse. These are the standard test signal. There are 4 standard test signal in the syllabus. So from this you can compare these 4 standard signal once you learn this standard test signal. Second is identify poles and zeros and types and order of the given system. Means after learning this 2.3, you will be able to learn how to, or you will be able to calculate, identify how many poles in that control system, how many zeros in that control system, and what are the type of that control system is this, whether it is first order, whether it is second order, or whether it is third order. So you can calculate types and order of the systems. So next one is the pole zero plot. This is a S-plane, we can call it as a S-plane. So on the S-planes you will be able to draw poles and zeros on this S-plane. Next one, determine output of the given order system for the step input. Means for first order you can determine the output response first order, when system is first order system, their output response is different. Then whether if the system is second order system, their output response may differ from first order. So we will learn in second chapter. Then fifth unit outcome, then sixth, and then seventh likewise. So these are the unit outcomes of each chapter. So what is the third chapter? Third chapter is process control. Process controllers. Already I told you there are three main controllers in this chapter, that is PI, PD, and PID. Also there is on-off control also. So PI, PD, and PID, these three controls are important. Means on-off control is also important, but this is have maximum, it is maximum type in examination. They ask maximum time this PI and PID three controllers. So next one is fourth chapter, that is PLC, and last chapter, that is fifth chapter is also and PLC. So it is in fourth chapter, it is in fundamental of PLC. Means what is in fundamentals? So we'll learn what are the basic block diagram of PLC, what are the input devices, what are the output devices of PLC, what are the memory structure, what is the architecture of PLC, so what is the input and output module of the PLC, how to install the PLC, we will learn in this fourth chapter. So in fifth chapter, here are the some unit outcomes. In fifth chapter, we will learn some discrete input module, some discrete output module, some analog input module and analog output module. We will and again last part of this chapter is PLC programming. Here are PLC program. For the PLC program, you should have to learn PLC instruction set. It is very simple and very easy to prepare a program by using ladder. Then again here are some weightage means distribution of mark. For first chapter it is of 12 mark, then second 16, 10, 14 and 18. So last one, fifth chapter, is of 18 marks. So it is having maximum weightage. So student can plan yourself. So which chapter have how much of weightage. So then there are some list of micro. Here I would like to suggest you. There is there are suggested special instructional strategy. Massive online course. There is MOOCs courses. I will show you. If you click on you see, this is the website. If you click on swam.go.in, here are the different courses you can learn. You can go through. You should have to just select your branch accordingly. Education in engineering technology, you should have to select your branch, and you will get a list of courses which is available on SWAYAM, and these are the free of cost. You should have you didn't have to so massive online courses means there is in SWAYAM. You can select any course which you want. You do not have to pay anything. These are totally free of cost courses which is available on the website. Then going forward, there are some micro projects. See, here is some list of micro projects. So this is a list of micro projects. You can develop a micro project which is mentioned over here, but if you can select micro project different from the list accordingly, or from which is that micro project should be based on your syllabus, and you can take in your guidance of your teacher. You can select different micro project from this list also, but this is just for your I would say this is for your references, or this is suggestion from the MSBT. You can take this micro project also. Then these are some list of references book which is available, and you can refer for your references. You can refer these books. So control system and engineering, there is Nagraj and Gopal. This is also a good book. I would suggest. So this is a list of references, and see, this topic is important. Last chapter is important. That is here a list of websites. So you can visit this website also. You can take some you may have once you can visit, you will get to learn. You can take some inputs from this website also. youtube.com plc, then nptel, then again Rockwell Motivation. These are the good website you can see and for your references. This is all about the syllabus. Thank you.